And welcome back. For all of you dog lovers out there and who isn't, if you are looking for a place that offers dog training, puppy training, doggy daycare, boarding, there's so much, holistic pet food all under one roof, you will love the Canine Korral Institute of Canine Behavior in Sarasota. So the dogs you're seeing now are actually being fostered at Canine Korral, but they are up for adoption. So for more information on adopting them, go to caninekorralsrq.com, and you should know that Canine Korral offers a free training session when you adopt a dog.
There's a doggy crying in the background.
Because they're so excited about being adopted. So please welcome back the President, Mark Shambor.
Thank
you.
Now,
holiday season, Mark, is here, and that I know can be, while it's a joyous time for us, it can be dangerous for pets if we're not careful.
It can. A lot of the things that I have right here can be real harmful for these dogs that we have. These dogs are actually up for adoption also. They're from Florida Dachshund Rescue.
Aww.
And they'd like them to be adopted together. They love each other, and they're so, so beautiful.
That one loves Linda.
Yes,
this is Shotzi, and that is Frida. Now, what I wanted to say, you know, with the holiday season, I think everybody cannot hear enough about the things we need to take care of if we have a pet or a new pet that we don't really know what the behavior is. And one of the things I wanted to point out is poinsettias, mistletoe, really can be really bad for your dogs. And depending upon the size of the dog, it can actually be worse if they're smaller. So you want to be careful with mistletoe. Bless you, dear.
Thank you.
Frida's trying to make it better, except Linda's sneezing over.
You're doing a good job, hon.
She's got lipstick
One
all
of the
over.
things that I want to point out is tinsel, anything stringy. Remember popcorn? You put a string in a popcorn. That kind of stuff, that can get tied up in their intestines. So we want to be real careful with ribbons, bows. Holly is poisonous to a dog. Just if in doubt, don't put it out.
And Mark, these are
say.
things we should know. Like, these aren't normally in the house, so the dogs aren't used to them.
It's new stuff, so they want to investigate
What about
it.
this one? Because this seems like it's onions, chocolate, things that you would eat.
Onions can deal with their red blood cells. You got to be really careful with that. Some dogs can have kidney failure for some of this stuff. Chocolate, Baker's chocolate's probably the worst. It's the lighter, the better. And if you open up that box, I've got some light chocolate, almond chocolate for you guys that I'm going to leave here for you.
And that's not bad for dogs? Or
It's not good for dogs, but if they get into something lighter, it's going to be much better than Baker's chocolate or something. Well, I don't like Baker's chocolate either.
What about, you have
Peanuts,
Jiffy?
nuts, macadamia nuts, peanut butter. What I have here is it's not all peanut butter. It's just peanut butter with the sugar-free additive xylitol. You do not want that. I find that mostly in sugar-free. Okay, like I said, the nuts, that sort of thing. People don't think about it, but when you're baking bread, yeast, if a dog gets a hold of yeast, it can expand. That, of course, was really small this morning, and it's already expanded there.
so it's the raw dough that we need to be concerned about.
The raw dough can expand in their stomach, and all these things are simply just going to be accident kind of things, you know, that you didn't think
They
of.
get into everything.
You want to be careful with extension cords. Have because they're new, you're putting them out, make sure the dog can't get to them. Also, this is a thinner cord that they can chew more easily. Get the thicker kind, it's going to be safer anyway. Or get one of these dividers that I have for your Christmas tree. You can make a complete circle around the tree and have it in the center of your room if you wanted. They snap
smart
so they don't move, they don't push.
Where do you get them?
We've got them at the Korral. You can get them a lot of different places, but I like this the best. We use them for our puppy play groups because then when they push on them, they don't, like a metal one, they push it and they get right to the tree. Keep your ornaments up a little high if you don't have something like this, especially, I always suggest do like a plastic or not a glass bulb because you don't want them to break. That could cut them. You want to be real careful with your ornaments, especially if they're down low. And of course, you want to protect all your presents. You know, you don't want the dog opening them before you do.
You mentioned ornaments, but what about glitter? Because a lot of those ornaments have glitter. Would glitter
Well,
hurt
the
them?
glitter is not great for the dog, but a lot of times the glitter is attached to something. And that's why sometimes poinsettias have the glitter on them. It makes it shiny. It makes it more attractive for the dog to want to get to.
The glitter makes a pretty mess in the backyard. I can tell you that from experience.
So I wanted to really just tell you that the little doll there is in a timeout. It's out front, and that's because you should introduce your dogs and your children properly. Otherwise, the dog and the child gets a timeout. And don't surprise your friends or family with a pet.
No. Right. If you're
Don't
giving-
shop, adopt. If you adopt, they have to go through an adoption process.
That's great.
Okay? Never do a surprise.
Yes, thank you, Mark. Great
wind up in
information
the
as always to
shelter.
keep our pets safe. For more information, you want to check out the website caninecorralsrq.com. Now, coming up, we have a very fun Guinness World Record to break under the mistletoe.